Hey guys, it's KK. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I had a really cool idea for today's video. And yeah, so we're gonna dive into that. So I thought about talking about how to use an iPhone, being blind, and different adaptive tools like VoiceOver. VoiceOver, if you don't know, it's kind of like a screen reader. It'll read an item on the screen, so it'll basically describe it to you. And you have to double tap to activate whatever button you're pressing. I can turn on the voiceover now so you guys can hear it.
Speech on. Stop recording video. Button. Pause video. Take picture. Pause video. Speech off.
So that's what the voiceover sounds like. You can also get different sounding voices. So if you go into your settings, you can turn on the voiceover, you can change the speaking rate, or you can change the voice. And you can still use Siri, you can still do FaceTime, you can still text, you can still do everything you can normally do. You can still record. That's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, so it's really cool. So basically you can do like FaceTime calls, regular calls. You can use most apps. I do know there are some apps that don't work as well with VoiceOver. Like the one I can think of is Roblox. So sorry, Roblox fans. And that way, Roblox isn't that great. But yeah, so I basically have to navigate my phone, like, using the voiceover. I can make calls to someone. Also, as you heard, you can silence the voiceover or turn the speech off. You just double tap with 3 fingers on the screen. Or if you decide to silence or unmute your phone, it'll say muted or unmuted if the voiceover is on. Also, when somebody calls you, it will do the ringtone, but the voiceover will also say who's calling. So, for example, if your mom calls and you have voiceover on, it'll do the ringer, but it'll also say mom or whatever the contact for your mom is. So it's pretty cool. Again, you can still add contacts and choose different ringtones and text tones. Like, there's so many cool things you can do. Like, you can even post on YouTube and still use voiceover, which I think is really neat. It can be a little glitchy, but for the most part, it's okay. I would say, though, because somehow I got this feature on, I don't remember how. But for me, if I triple tap the back of my phone, it'll turn off my voiceover. And let's just say that's happened way too many times for me to count. So unless you really need it, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Because I tend to fidget a lot being blind. It's just kind of part of what happens. And, so that's something really hard. Also, side note, I've heard that because you fidget, it's harder to, be social with people and have them, act normal. So, not sure how effective that would be, but yeah, just wanted to mention it because I didn't mention that in my other video I just posted. But anyways, back to voiceover. So, it's really cool, but just if you don't need it and you feel like you're just gonna have it go off or go on when you don't need it more than it'll be needed, just don't turn that on. It's really that simple. So, which, I'm able to use the iPhone, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I've had an iPhone since I think I was 11 when I got my first one. So, probably like 3.5, maybe 4 years. I don't think it's quite 4 years, though. I don't know. Well, actually, it might be more like 4.5. But anyways, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. But yeah, so it's really cool. And you can also like download different apps for the blind, like Seeing AI. It'll basically describe an image to you. So if you don't know what an image is, say your best friend sends you an image and you have no clue what it is, you can just enter it into Seeing AI and it will read the image. Honestly, though, I haven't practiced with it as much, but it's pretty cool. Also, like for me, I have a journal app on my phone, so that's really good to, like I connect my Braille device, the Chameleon, to that, and I will, write an entry about how I'm feeling or what's going on or whatever. So it's really that simple. So, yeah, that's kind of just an intro. I mean, if I think of anything else, I can make a part 2, but I think I'm going to sign off for now. Oh yeah, if you want to stop like a timer, you just hit the stop button. You can still do that with VoiceOver. Again, there are so many things you can do. Even being a blind person, you can still use your phone. Like, you don't need to borrow somebody else's phone and have them use it for you. You can literally get your own phone. So yeah, it's really cool. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye!